Hi everyone, my name is Monique and I'm the head of community here at Self. This video series is for anyone trying to get started on their financial journey, if you're trying to find your way back on track, or if you're just trying to get a pulse of where you are in your journey. Leave your thoughts in your comments below and we may answer your questions throughout the series or at the end. Once you've begun your financial journey, the next step is to get a holistic picture of your finances for the month. Creating a visual of where your money is being spent helps you connect what you think you're spending to what you're actually spending. The first step is to figure out how you like to budget. Although you may already have a preferred way of budgeting, there's nothing wrong with trying something new or maybe using the combination of two different methods. So, are you a pen and paper person like myself? Maybe you enjoy creating spreadsheets or using apps. The key is figuring out how you like to track your own budget. If you're a pen and paper person like myself, use a dedicated notebook or monthly planner to monitor your income and expenses. Or if you prefer cash, you can use the envelope method to categorize your expenses and then divvy up your cash into these envelopes ahead of time. By only using what's in those envelopes, you're less likely to overspend. If you enjoy using apps or creating worksheets, download a budget tracking app to get real-time alerts of your spending. You can also use Self's own expense tracking worksheet to input your monthly costs. One benefit of having your budget on the phone is that you can access it anytime you want, and let's be real, you keep your phone really close to you. Tracking expenses won't necessarily control expenses, but it does help you stay mindful of your spending. Before you start plugging numbers into a spreadsheet, check your monthly bank statements as well as your credit card statements to get exact amounts so that you can accurately account for all your expenses. Not only is this a great way for you to pinpoint exactly how much you're spending, but you'll be able to identify your spending habits as well. Now you can begin filling in your variable expenses as well as your fixed expenses and your income. I'm using Self's worksheet, which is linked in the description below. Fixed expenses are your consistent monthly payments like your rent, your mortgage, your cable, your phone bill, any loan payments that you have. So expenses that you have each month that don't really change. Now variable expenses can recur from month to month, but the amounts in any given month could be different from previous payments or ones that you'll make in the future. You may have irregular income due to seasonal work or being self-employed, so you should create a budget that covers just your basic needs. In months where you make more than the budget amount, you should put that into a separate or specially designated savings account. In months where income is less than the budget amount, you can withdraw from that special savings account. In this case, it would be to cover expenses when income was irregular for that month. Categorize your spending to make it easier to fill out your budget. Here are some budgeting categories to start. After plugging in your income and expenses, now you can calculate whether your cash flow is at a positive or a negative. If you're at a surplus, consider your next steps, whether it's extra payment towards loan and debt payments or more contribution towards your savings and retirement. If your cash flow is at a deficit, adjust your budget by asking yourself the tough question: what is a need versus a want? After making that decision, adjust your wants so you can balance your budget. Or you can use your wants as a way to increase your income. You can use the 50-30-20 rule for guidance. When creating a budget, it's important to pay yourself first, which means putting money towards your savings before you spend it on something you don't need. But that can still really be hard because life is so expensive. So while the rule of thumb is to contribute 20% into your savings account, if you're restricted by income, it's still good practice to put any extra money into your savings account. Building a savings gives you a cushion for those unexpected expenses, those major life events, special occasions, holidays, you name it. So if you're having trouble saving, consider splitting your check into two separate accounts so a certain amount goes into checking and another into savings. Another option is to set up automatic transfer for your savings. So choose a reasonable amount and a date that aligns with your pay schedule. If you're an out of sight, out of mind type of person, choose a different bank for your savings. That way you won't be tempted to dip into a savings that's attached to your checking account. Thank you so much for watching. Follow these steps and you'll be on your way to starting your own credit building journey. For more personal finance and credit tips, be sure to subscribe to this channel and follow along for the rest of the series. Bye!